we're getting extremely close to having our gaming expert. Let me just have a word to say about this. I think the taxpayers of the state of Ohio got a bad deal. I mean, you got a group of people, you know, smart investors, they spent a couple $100 million to get a $1.2 billion asset. I'm all for the casinos. I want them to open. But I am not going to slap together another raw deal for the taxpayers of the state. We have a lot of things to consider. We've got to think about what we want to do with Indian gaming. Is there additional gaming we want to do? What about VLTs? It should be pretty clear to everybody in this state and everybody in this room that we certainly didn't have anybody that understood anything about gaming. So we're going to get these casinos open. I want them to open. But I also know that this is the last time that the taxpayers of this state are going to have leverage. And we want to make sure, you know, in a tough budget time, if there's a way for us to be able to get some more resources, we're going to try to get them. That doesn't mean raising the tax rate. There's other ways you can go about this. But look, we're getting close to having this person. Why is it taking so long? Well, because we have to move at the speed of statute. If I don't cross every T and dot every I, you know, then you're like, well, you didn't do this right. So I'm not even involved in the process. Blair has run the process in administrative services, but we are extremely close to having this. I think we're going to actually have a couple experts, and they'll be able to advise me, and we will move very quickly to make some of the decisions that have to be made. And there are a lot of decisions that have to be made. Decisions around, you know, they want to move these racetracks. I haven't even completely 100% decided on VLTs. That has to be decided. You know, are these casino operators who are going to make a lot of money off the state of Ohio, are they willing to do a little bit to help us in the tough budget time? They're willing to give us a little bit more money to help our schools? They're willing to give us a little bit more money to help our communities? I mean, that's a question you need to ask them. What more are they willing to do, or do they think they've done enough? You know, I mean, they bought off the stakeholders, but, you know, they didn't buy off everybody. And remember, this initiative didn't pass on election day, I'm told. They ran a campaign, spent a lot of money, got to the point, and then on election day, when Ohio actually voted on election day, you know, they didn't do so hot. So, but look, I'm for the casinos. I want them to open. I want them to be successful. I want the jobs. I've spoken to, you know, at least one of the people who's involved, and I'm not trying to slow anything down. I'm not trying to take anything out of their hide. I'm not against them, but we want to do this right. We want to do this right. And maybe doing it right is just to come up with a good gaming plan. Maybe it's nothing more than that. But I think there's some extra resources out there we can get. And I'll bet Grindell feels the same way. Maybe there's a few more dollars we can get out there. I'm not putting one dime of it in your district, believe me. But I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
I still support you.
Yeah, I know you do, Tim. So anyway, so that's where this thing is, and I think we're getting pretty close. You got gaming, you got higher ed, you got the 66,000 job issue where we've got all these openings and we don't have people to fill them. We've got, you know, we've got our education reform coming. We got, I can't even give you all of it, Jim. But the good news is I think we're making progress, and over time, you know, people will find out about all this, and I think they'll join the team. At least I hope so. Thank you all very much.
You can clap, Tim. That's good.